under fire. Openly hostile audiences are challenging to any public relations speaker. As the president of the Park City Toastmasters Club and District 15 Public Relations Officer, it is Ann Kern's responsibility to address the opposition due to the recent, albeit fictitious, this is not real, announcement that the meeting time will be changed from Tuesdays at 7 a.m. to Mondays at 6 a.m. She expects an angry crowd because of this news, and will use this press conference to dispel the hostility and convince them that this decision has some merit. Today, Ann Kern of Park City Toastmaster for nearly 6 years will be delivering the Speaking Under Fire speech, which will complete her public relations manual project. Her objectives are prepare, but not necessarily memorize, a talk to persuade a hostile audience to at least consider her position on a controversial issue, demonstrate sincerity when presenting her viewpoint, and answer any questions from the audience tactfully and in a helpful and informative way. The setting is a press conference addressing the controversial but fabricated change of the start time for the Toastmasters meeting. The speech will be 3 to 5 minutes, so that'll be green on 3, yellow on 4, and red on 5. An additional 2 to 3 minutes. Do you want that timed as well?
It can be timed, but it doesn't affect that won't affect my timing.
Okay.
We'll just,
Yeah, it does.
oh, it does?
Yeah, you gotta be able to control the whole.
Good timing.
So you'll turn it back to,
Oh, I'm
and then
Okay, Tracy,
off.
thank you very much.
So then it'll be 2 to green, 2.5 at yellow, and 3 at red. 2 to 3 minutes for questions and answers from you, the audience. Feel free to ask any questions you may have after the press conference. Please welcome Sue Ann.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming. Your being here today shows that you have a vested interest in keeping your Toastmasters experience positive and rewarding, and I assure you that that is my intent as well. As you know, the Executive Board of the Park City Toastmasters made the decision to change our weekly meeting from Tuesdays at 7 a.m. to Mondays at 6 a.m. And I know many of you are upset and some of you are probably quite angry at this decision, but please know that the board spent a great deal of time deliberating on this decision and researching possible alternatives. We tried to look at other solutions, but in the end, we feel that this decision has the club's best interest in mind. As I share with you the reasons for our club making this decision, I hope you will be understanding and more accepting. One of the reasons that we made this decision was financial. Since Vail has bought the Sheldon Richens Library, they will be increasing our rent to $150 a week, unless we all buy Epic passes and sign an agreement that we will not ski at your alley anymore. But the Park City Coffee Roasters has kindly agreed to let us use their coffee shop for free in order to get back at Vail over the Starbucks debacle. However, the coffee shop is only available on Mondays from 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Currently, we are paying $25 a week, or around $1,300 a year, to use this county facility. The Park City Coffee Roasters will be a significant savings for our club, and we are excited to be able to pass on those savings to our members. So we will be reducing our dues from $10 a month to $8 a month. And I'm sure that extra $2 will be, you'll be very happy to have that in your pocket, and it will almost buy a cup of coffee at Park City Roasters. Over the past year, many of our club members have transferred to the new club in Piella. And so our club membership now is made largely of residents of Layton, Tooele, and Provo. And we have had several requests from these members to move the start time up to 6 a.m. because they need to get back to work on time. So I'm sure you all can agree that that's a very valid request. And for those of you that are local, now you'll have an extra hour to get out and do your hiking and biking and skiing and golfing. An earlier start time has also become necessary in order for us to keep our well-known image as a casual, come-as-you-are club. We're hoping that with the earlier start time, our members will sleep in as long as they can and not worry so much about their appearance when they get here. We're hoping that this will mean Julio won't have time to put on his tie and might, in fact, come in sweatshirt and camel pants. Finally, and probably most importantly, our club has become so popular that we have had to have secret meetings in order to determine whether or not we're going to accept a new member. And it's become sort of like sorority rush and at times a bit contentious. We have always prided ourselves on the fact that we have a large club despite the 7 a.m. start time that has proven to weed out those who aren't of our caliber. Other less ambitious clubs hold their meetings at noon or after work, and by that time we're already doing something fun or athletic or outdoorsy, going to a free concert or a pre-ski. Moving the start time to 6 a.m. on Monday will be quite effective in continuing to make our membership roster full of only those who can handle the sacrifices necessary to be part of our elite organization. So I hope that my explaining these reasons to you helps you understand our decision and helps you be more accepting of it. If there are any questions, I would like to answer and address any of your concerns. Stacy.
So will there be a dress code? I mean, can I come in my big floppy bunny slippers and...
Absolutely. But you may not wear white before Memorial Day. But if you want to come in with wet hair after your shower, you're perfectly fine doing that.
Carrie?
Who do I contact about joining the Piola branch?
That would be John Henry, because he's trying to, the Wasatch Club didn't quite make it, so he's trying to hit the eastern side of the county. Fred?
I think I misunderstood. Is Coffee Roasters giving us the coffee and the donuts beforehand?
No, just a room. You can use your $2 savings on your dues and put that towards.
Oh, so they're not delivering.
No, we will be using the coffee shop before their regular hours.
Okay.
Jan?
Where do you get coffee in Piola?
We'll be working on that. Gail Hardigan, our special events director for our club, will be bringing coffee to the PO meeting. So.
Where does PO meet, at the rodeo grounds?
I'm pretty sure it's at that diner.
That's an Oakley, okay.
That's lovely. They haven't told me yet. I think
That's a good
they're keeping it secret as well.
What about holidays? Will we be meeting on Monday holidays?
Absolutely. That's never been an issue. Weren't you here at Christmas?
I have two objections to that. One, that you're asking us to incur a lot more of an expense, because you're right, the $2 doesn't buy you much at Coffee Roasters, so look at it for all of us, it's at least the $5 a week more for us to go, and then you get hungry at that hour too. So I'm thinking it's going to be $40 more a month for me just to go to Coffee Roasters. The other thing you are not addressing is the black ice issue, and especially for all those people coming from American Fork and Provo, getting up that much earlier and hitting the roads, that is asking them to risk their lives for Toastmasters. I don't agree with it.
Tracy, I understand your concern, and the black ice issue was discussed, and we just said to heck with it. If they can't handle the black ice, we need to buy a bigger car. You can always bring your own food to PC Roasters. Bring your own tea, your own coffee bag. Just, you've got that cute little purse right there. It'll fit in there. So we could consider having a fundraiser too, in order to pay for donuts. Would you like to chair that committee and have a fundraiser so that we could have food and coffee at PC Roasters? I thank you so much, Tracy, for stepping up. Thank you all. I appreciate your time.